Okay. So, is that actually live? I have no idea. Okay, let's see. I'll be able to see everyone's comments. Okay. Well, it looks like there's a couple of people in here. If you can hear me, say hello. So that turns that off. That looks all good. Okay. Can you tell I've never done this before? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so presumably chat comes in at the bottom. Oh, all messages are visible. Close. Oh, that's better. There you go. Hopefully I can see that from back here. Okie dokie. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, hello guys. If you can hear me, say hello in the comments, because I have no idea if you can. I hope that you can. So yeah, I have no idea actually. So let's see. Ah, hi Sparker68, good to see you, man. Thank you for saying hello. So yeah, I guess you can hear me then. So as you can probably tell, well, you might not be able to, but I've got my cover up, and there's a very good reason for that. It's decided to rain on me. But there we have it. That's what happens when you're trying to do something live. Hopefully the lighting's good enough and you can see everything. Wow, I really can't see what you guys say from back there. I have no idea how that's going to work. And why's the chat gone away? Show me the chat. Somebody said something. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay. Hey, Fred's here too. Hi, Fred. Well, I'm going to try and move you guys closer so I can see. The problem is I don't want you kind of not being able to see what's going on. Right, just bear with me, guys. This is all new. Right, let's have a look. If I put that there. Oh yeah, you can still just about see me. There you go. Yeah, I've got a feeling vertical might have been a better idea, just because I could probably fit myself in a bit better, but we'll see how that goes. Right. Oh, so you join me in the middle of a wonky line mission. I'm not kidding you. I've just walked so many miles. I've been walking since I think 10:30 this morning, and I got to campsite at about 6:45. So I was walking pretty much the whole day, and I have no idea where I am at all. I am on this side of a field, just literally just in the middle of nowhere. There's actually some wind turbines just behind me. Tell me if you can hear that. I'd be really interested. It's just like a constant whine. Just it's going to be an interesting night's sleep with that there. But yeah, so that's the situation, guys. I've literally got myself the tent up, sleep system in, and I've got a little bit of firewood ready to go. I've already pre-cut it to size for my little stove, and you join me ready to kind of get it lit and get going. So hello to whoever just joined. I can see I've got 3 people in now. That's more than I thought I'd get, to be fair. This is a completely impromptu thing, so it's going to be a bit of fun, but what the hell. So yeah, got to get the old get the stove out. So I brought a bit of pre-made food with me today. This is a little bit of lahmacun, a little bit of Turkish stuff that I've made prior, had it frozen for a few days, actually a few weeks more likely, and a little bit of wort bread just to put it on. But I have a little issue today. I started off and discovered that well, I say started off, before I started off, just before, I found out that my SteriPen that I use to kind of UV sterilise the water that I drink has completely gone dead, and it won't start up at all. So I'm going to have to boil my water today for when I want to drink it. So that's an added kind of thing that I've got to deal with today. But Thankfully, I brought a stove, fire pit, sorry, instead of a stove. So with a little stove, that would have been an absolute pain because I'd have been constantly loading it and trying to boil up like 3-4 sort of mugfuls of water would have been a nightmare with the wood. So the fire pit's going to make that a lot easier. So I'm glad I bought that. So hopefully this doesn't completely kill out the sound as I'm doing this. Oh, I've kind of bent this a little bit while it's been in the pack. Right, I do apologise if this sounds awful. So this is the Mark III actually, and I've literally just bought the small pieces. I thought about bringing the Mark II and testing the adjustable vents, but somehow I'd left that down at the allotment and didn't fancy going and getting it, so this is the one I'm using today. You guys get to see it live in use rather than just seeing me cutting out and showing you what's happened after the fact. Just hope I bought all the right pieces. Oh, the light, man. There we go. Cool, I'm a little bit shaky actually. I might have done a bit too much walking today. Or at least at that last bit. It got a big struggle at the end, guys. There we go. Here's hoping I built this thing properly. I did test it a little bit, but I'm going to just have to do it here. This is not the best place to be doing fire, but I've not got much choice. Sorry if this is not all in frame. Right, let's try and sort this out. First go. Yeah, I admit this one's probably a bit more fiddlier than the Mark I. I feel like going back to revisit the Mark I design, although it didn't look so nice with having the tent pegs around it. It did work nicely and it was very simple to put together, but just hoping this one goes together relatively well. So far so good. Wow, how many are you in here now? 5. Wow, okay. Well, say hello if you've just joined and let me know who's in here. I will check the comments in a bit. They don't seem to be showing up. I don't know why. I wanted it to show the comments the whole time so I could see when someone says something, but I figure the whole idea of having a live one is that we get to chit chat back and forth, although I could be wrong because I don't watch a lot of live stuff. So there we go. That's in. Oh, I'm doing wood. Right. Nearly forgot. What I'll do, just make sure I'm getting the right ones in the right places. I'll put that one at the bottom. This one on top, crossed over. So just as with the Mark I, I'll try and give you a little view, if you can see in there at all with the light. I've crisscrossed the two sections to hold the wood up a bit better. That was the wrong way around, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. And is that going to fit in? Check this out first before I start firing up the fire. Yeah, one thing I forgot to bring today, some utensils. That's gonna prove interesting, I'm sure. Now this is all bent to hell at the moment. It's not going to let anything go in. I kind of rammed everything into my pack this morning. Yeah, that's going to be a nightmare to get in there. It will go. That's probably not the best one. Let's see if I can find the right one. One of these is smaller than all the others. That's something I probably haven't mentioned. I think that's the smaller one. Yeah, see, that went in a lot easier. Okay. Third time's the charm. This is what happens at the back end of a long day. My brain goes to mush. Yeah, this is not quite fitting as nice as the Mark II. Doesn't help that I've bent it to all hell. Oh, come on. Yeah, that'll work, but I'm just going to bend these all bits out. There we go. To be honest, I don't even need that on that much. I think just putting it on like that would be good enough anyway. Right. Enough messing around with that. So this is going to be interesting because the the format of this is pretty difficult in terms of having this up. But I don't want to get that wet. Let's just go it. I can always put this down if need be. I think that's probably the way to go. All right, we're just gonna put that over there. Move my legs a bit. They're getting stiff. And gonna see if any of you have messaged anything. I literally have to put you so far away to get the thing. And show me the chat. Come on. Stealthy wild camping question mark Zizos. Yeah, if you're still in the here, Zizos, yes, it's not that stealthy. I'm just in the middle of nowhere, so that's how no one's going to see me. I am literally in the middle of the field. I'll take you guys for a little walk in a second. I'm just going to get the fire going and get some water boiling because yeah, I really need to get some water boiling. So I'm just going to put you guys back here a little bit, and then yeah, hopefully. There you go. Why does the chat not show up constantly? Well, that's a bit annoying. Where's the setting for that? Come on. I want to see the chat. This is very annoying, very frustrating. I have to keep tapping the screen to get the chat up. Why is that a thing? No, that's fine. Just stay there. Don't go away. That's something I've got to look into before I do the next one. So yeah, the idea on Wednesday is to do a full live stealth camp. So actually have you guys come along and we'll pick the spot together, hopefully. Yeah, so this is just kind of like me testing it out to see. I figured I might as well do something a little bit different while I'm doing a 1 kilo mission as well. This the video for this won't be up for a couple of Wednesdays. I think, yeah, not this Wednesday coming, the Wednesday after. So, cheating as always, just a little bit of firelighter, why not, eh? It's a bit late in the day for that. My legs are going to start cramping up soon. Alright, let's hope I don't set fire to the tent. One beside that. Right, let's see if I can give you guys a little view. I don't know what you really want to see, but I'll try to show you the fire as I do it. How's that? Yeah, looks alright. I don't think I'm going to get any better than that, to be honest. Alright. If my legs cramp at any point, you'll see me shift rather quickly. But don't panic. It's just it'll just be a cramp from all the walking. Actually sit back down like this. Oh yeah, straighten out the legs a bit. That's a bit nicer. Well, yeah, that's catching the it's catching the bits all right. Yeah, I definitely think there's still plenty of upgrades to be done on the fire pit. Has the rain finally a bit stopped? Oh, it might be stopping. That's going to make things a bit easier. Well, it does that after I've started the fire pit, although I've still got a little time to move it if I need. Okay. Yeah, I think all that's going to get going quite well. Just throw some of these bits in. Well, that one might be a bit too long. Well, now's the time to put a long one in. Whoa. It's a bit smoky. It's kind of going up and away mostly. Yeah, I think this might be right actually. I'm going to take the side of the tent down. Right. Yeah, that's going full guns. Look at that. That wood's pretty good. I wasn't sure how good it would be, but yeah. I'm just gonna get that loaded. Right. Okay. Wow. That's gone rather nicely. Okay. Gonna come out of the tent a little bit now. Don't have to hide myself. I'm just going to move you again, guys. Excuse the screen movements. Just to burn myself or melt the phone. Right. Trying to get everything in the view is pretty hard. There we go. Wow, yeah. Well, all you can see is the flame now, but that's probably all you need to see. Look how big that gets straight away. But that's all the little stuff, to be fair. The little stuff always goes really quick and fast. So, yeah, that's just the way of things, really. Yeah, I definitely think the other way round would have been better. What do you think, guys? Shall I turn this around the other way? Can I do that in the middle of the go? Let me know what you think in the chat. I'll quickly turn it on so I can see. Do you think I should try to give this a little twist and see? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Why does the chat go away? Oh, that's really annoying. Oh, do you know what I could do? I could just move you guys around. Let's see. Let's try this. Oh, wait, that's better. Hold on. Hold on a second. Just a little bit of thinking about this. Why put you behind the fire? You can be... that's better, isn't it? Try to centre this up a little bit. It's not an uncomfortable spot, this, to be fair. I wasn't sure how this was going to work out. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this. Just find a decent spot from the bum to sit. There we go. Woo. Yeah, like right, just to my right over there, there's like, I can't count them, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's at least 6 wind turbines just absolutely going at it. But there's one like, I don't know, 100 meters away. It's, yeah, it's quite loud, but it's not the worst noise in the world. I don't know what people moan about. I mean, it's somewhere between, I don't know, traffic and like an airport, but just very consistent. Oh, that's lovely. Right. So, the first job that I need to do is get some water on. I hope I'm not boring you guys. This is obviously much slower pace than what we're used to with my videos, but yeah, what I need to do now is filter some water. So I'm going to leave you with the fire for a second, just while I go off, and I've got basically a carrier full of water. I'll show you that in a second. But excuse me. Yeah, so I've got a carrier full of water that I filled up in a sort of streamy type ditch type thing earlier. I'm just going to pour it into the smaller bag. I can then use my filter on. This bit's not that interesting, to be honest. This is just me trying to carelessly pour some water from one bottle to another. There you go. Good one for now. Probably should have had a poking stick for this. A little bit. Well, seems to be going okay. It's a little smoky. I'm very grateful that rain stopped. Right. Woof. Yeah, it's coming right at me a bit, but needs must. The tent had to go this way around. The the slope of the ground is just sloping just enough for me to have to decide which way around it went, so my head was up slightly. Any of you who've camped know you don't want your feet up, and you certainly don't want to be sideways. You're just slipping off the whole time. So the ground dictated where my tent went, and I suppose I could have done the fire over there. I could still move it, but I was kind of wanting to be under the shelter in case it rains anymore. So that's where we're at, really. It's not the worst though. It's quite smokeless. I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, that could have been so much worse. Actually, I'm getting so warm from that. I'm gonna have to take a layer off. Whoa, that's lovely. He says, and then gets his arm strapped. Right. Right there. Oh yeah, that's turning out to be a lovely night. So, I saw a filter in here, saw a squeeze. I've been using this thing for like, I don't know, must be like 10 years or more now. And it just goes on and on, this thing. I think they say something like about 1 million gallons or something that these will do, which is crazy, but I believe them. This thing's never seen me wrong yet. Now the reason it's got the strings on is because quite often I'll just hang this on a tree somewhere and let gravity do the job. But I don't really have the patience for that tonight, so I'm just gonna squeeze it in. Oh, you guys can't even really see what I'm doing. So let's tilt this down a bit. I don't know if you need to see my ugly mug, but essentially, yeah, I'm just squeezing that in. It's actually going quite fast. That's a good sign. That means the water's pretty good quality. The way I tell whether the water's good or not is by how fast that comes out, and that'll tell me how many times I can actually filter the water before I have to start thinking about backwashing it to clean it through. I always carry the syringe thing with me. Woof, that is, hold on, I've got to put my leg out. My knee is so close to the fire, I'm just getting cooked. Right, I think that's going the clappers, so it's time to put some fat logs on. They're a bit bigger than I meant them to be. Oh dear. Alright, well there's lesson number 1. Always make sure you cut your wood the right size. Oh dear, first mistake of the night, but there you go. I was in a rush. I was trying to get it all cut, ready for the live stream. Right, once I've got this done, I'll like I say, I'll take you for a little walk, and maybe I'll see if you guys want to ask me any questions or chit chat. But I just need to get this. Whoa, all right. Oh yeah, I might have to move that. I don't know. It's not going in the tent at least. It's just getting my face every now and then. Oh, that's coming out so fast with the. I'll bring that up high for you. Look at that. That's coming out like a proper little stream. That's nice. I'll fill that up most of the way. So yeah, I need to make a new drink for myself. I've gone through pretty much all my water and drink for the day. Right. Wow, that's quite surprising. There's like 5 of you in here. There's 5 people watching me camp. Oh no, 6 now. Hello, whoever just joined. It always surprises me how many of you like to watch other people camping. Obviously I do as well. I don't know why it surprises me. I watch an idiot outdoors camping all the time, so it shouldn't be a surprise. What have I done with the other grill? Just gonna shine this light around a bit, see if I can't spot it. What do I do with it? Now, this is a common theme with me, guys. I lose my stuff all of the time. I like literally put it down for 2 seconds and lose it. Oh, a bit of the that came off. I won't leave that behind. What have I done with the grill bit? That's weird. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, we've got comments going on. Hey, Paul's in. Hey, Idiot Outdoors. Good to see you, man. Oh, I'm just going to put that on the top. To be fair, that doesn't actually need to be in. I don't know why I make such a fuss about having that on the inside. I could just have it on the outside like that. As long as it's basically over the walls, there's not really a fuss about that. And then, yeah, just put that there. Oh, oh. Oh yeah, the heat from that should boil that pretty quick. Oh my. Oh yeah, it's annoyingly smoky at the moment because I put the big stuff in. But it's good to have a couple of big logs in because that will keep it going for a bit longer. Oh dear, I don't know if I've had enough wood even, to be fair. I've been a bit light on that. Right, so while that does its job, I'm going to avoid the smoke, take you guys on a little walk if I can. Right, I don't know if I can just take it off this stand, I think. Hopefully nothing turns off. Sorry if it does. Right, okay. Oh, excuse me, sniffly. Right, how did you process your firewood? That's a good question. I've got my little saw. This is probably, do you know what, that's such a good question actually, because this is without a doubt one of my favourite bits of kit. I'm not joking. This is just an awesome bit of kit. When I first started out over a decade ago, I obviously bought a lot of kit. How do I do this with lights? I'm going to shove this one in my pocket and go near the big light. I've stuck a light in a tree. Look, I'm just going to show you that. So I'm getting sidetracked with what's going on, but I'm just going to come over here so you can see me and see what I'm showing you. So there we go. Holding the phone that way. Can I turn this up the other way? Will it flip? Yeah, there we go. It flipped. Sorry, guys. So yeah, how I process my wood is with this little gadget just here. So there you go. Frame it up. This is my little Darlac saw. So it's only a small blade, and yeah, basically just a little pruning saw, and it's just a little fold down one, so it folds straight down. It's nice and safe. It weighs so, I mean, it just weighs almost nothing. But the last one I had, this is brand new now. I've only used this on this trip and the what do you call it, the Peak District trip with the guys. This is brand new for that trip, just because the old one was getting a bit blunt. But I'm not kidding you, the other one lasted for like over 10 years before it was getting blunt. It was still cutting, it's just a little bit blunt. So I was like, I'm just gonna, because I was buying a bigger one for processing the bigger logs. But this thing, yeah, I mean, you saw the size of the wood that I've cut with this. It's pretty good, and it does everything like that I need it to. So that's how I also cut down a bit of wood for my tent. I don't know if any of you have ever noticed this. Look, all like the fire's going nice. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed. I'll drag this light out and show you. But this is a trekking pole tent, and I never use a trekking pole. I use I use a stick basically, and I do one at the other end. It comes with a little I don't know, aluminium pole or something, but again I just put a stick at the bottom there. I just cut them the right size and they're good to go. So yeah, but that's how I process my wood anyway. So what else we got? Yeah, there we go. We've got an idiot outdoors giving me the salute. Good man. I'm just going to scroll back a little bit. Sorry if my finger's in the way of the screen. Yeah, you said you can hear it just. Yeah, I doubt that you'll ever be able to see them behind me. My light is just not strong enough, but just where the light is there, if you look very carefully, just something down there, I'll get the light out of the way, you can probably just make that out. You can probably just make out, I can just see it on my screen. There's like, you can just see the up and down sort of the shaft, shall we call it, of the actual thing. So yeah, just sort of that way, just sort of about here really, where the light is. If I take it away again, you might be able to see it, might not, but yeah, there's like a whole field of them over there. Oh, I see car lights over there. I'm just going to turn the lights off for a second, guys. That's worrying. Where's the switch? Yeah, I'm just going to keep things a bit dark for a second, because I'll give you the story of how I got here. I don't want to spoil anything for the Wonky Line mission, but I'll give you the story in just a second. I'm just going to move my mat so I can kneel down rather than sitting, because I'll get back up. So yeah, I'm going to flip this the other way again so I can hold it right-handed. There we go. There we go. How are you doing? Yeah, giving a chat to Paul in the comments. Yeah, so I'll there you go. I'll just put the fire in it for now, because that's all I can really show you right this second. I've got to keep the lights off. Essentially, yeah, let me just build that here somewhere. I'm gonna have to keep holding this. It's a bit of a pain. Can you even see me if I do this? Oh, you can just about see me from the light of the fire. To be honest, if I'm down low with the light, I think it'll be alright. I'm going to put the light down here. That might be alright. Yeah, there you go. I think if the light's down low enough, they wouldn't see that. Yeah, it's the high one I'm a bit worried about. So I'm going to keep the low one on. There we go. Thinking on my feet. Right, let's see if I can do this without turning off the phone. I'm going to put you back on here for now, because you can't really see anything out there. There's not really much to show you, unfortunately. There we go. Yep. Sorry about all the wonky footage. Right, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to have a quick little squint over there, because I can see but you guys can't see, but I'm just going to be back in 2 ticks, okay? I just need to check on the situation. Those lights are getting closer, guys. I'm turning this light off. That is freaking me out. So essentially, it could just be the guys who are working on the wind farm, but I had to climb a fence to get here, or rather a gate, and yeah, that is a little bit worrying that they're driving around near me. They're definitely getting closer. But they've kind of stopped, but they might just be stopped at the gates. But there's like a track that goes up, obviously, to all of the wind turbines, and that's a bit of a problem. if any of them go over to them. There were 2 vehicles by one of the wind turbines, and I think that's because they were fixing it. But there was nobody about, so I assumed they're in the wind turbine doing fixing. I figured I might see them, you know, just on their way out, but they should be not pointing the lights this way. They should be heading off in another direction. That looks like somebody parked up at the gate that I climbed over, and it might be that they're coming up to one of these other wind turbines. That's a bit of a problem. I'm wondering how visible I am. Right, I'll bring you guys with me. I'm gonna do a little recce over there. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about that. I don't know if you guys can see anything at all, Robin, so I'm not sure it's worth you taking with me and having the sounds. But yeah, yeah, thankfully somehow I can have enough light just to see by. I just want to get near this to see what's going on. There's definitely, yeah, they're definitely parked up with their lights. I don't know if I show you. You might. Can you see that just flashing? Yeah, that's them. Oh, are they turning away? Or are they coming through? Please go away. Don't come this way. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Sorry if there's not much going on, guys, but that's a bit freaky. The situations we get ourselves in when we're camping somewhere we shouldn't be. We'll walk this way a bit. I don't really want to point the screen at them too much because the screen's actually quite bright. Yeah, I'm concerned they can see my fire. Yeah, I'm very concerned that they can see my fire. They're definitely coming this way. Jesus. That's it. I mean, the car's just parked up, whether somebody's walking around. I can't tell. Well, there's not much I can do. I'm just gonna keep going. Jeez. Oh my God, that is freaky. Why are they there so long? They're probably just here to do with maintenance, hopefully. Hopefully it's one of those guys who were doing the maintenance on the wind turbine, and then they won't give 2 tits about me. But if they see the fire, they might call it in or something. Right, I'm going to come back here. Yeah, there's not much for it, really. I'm just going to put the light on and just hope for the best. Right, let's see, you guys are with me. Making for exciting viewing, yeah. For you guys. Worrying viewing for me. That is... Oh, is there a second vehicle there? Oh no, that's moving now. Jeez, they're moving this way. I think they were opening up the gate. I'm gonna sit with my body blocking the light from the fire and hope that they don't see me. Mind you, they moved, but were they moving this way, or did they come through the gate, or did they leave? Oh jeez. I'll give you guys the look on the fire while I keep my eye out. Oh yes, thank God for that. They've gone. I don't know if you can make it out at all. No, you can't. You maybe. Yeah, you can just make out a light in the middle there, if you can. 2 lights. If you can see those, that's the 2 cars. They're going off, but they're not over here. They're on the track that goes out. Yes, that was just the guys leaving. Oh, thank God for that. That was freaky. Okay, they're past me now. They're not going to see anything. All right, let's put this back up here. Whoa, that was worrying for a second there, guys. Oh my Lord. Oh dear, what do you do if you're live streaming and you just get caught? I mean, what do you do? Oh dear. Right, there's got to be a lot of chat on here. Let me see. Sorry guys, that was That was ridiculous. I can still see them, but I can just see the red lights now. So yeah, let's see. Problem is, I've got to get in close to this phone. It would have been better doing it the other way around. I'm just wondering if I can. I don't know if this button switches between cameras or the way around it is. I'm just gonna see. 1 second. No, yeah, that switches the camera around. Oh well, it actually gives you a view of what's holding the camera. Never mind. Right, let's see if we can't make this work. There we go. Right, maybe my water's boiling now. Yeah, I think it's been boiling for a while, and I've left the fire to work its way down a little bit, but that's okay. I've got some more time yet. That's the beauty of the fat wood. So let's go back to the live chat and let's see. All right, okay. I'm just going to bring in a little bit. Let's have a little look. So what have I missed? Oh, let's have a little look. Come on. Why do I have to do all this? This is a nightmare. Whatever. Right, so we're processing the word. That's fine. There we go. You guys chatting? No, I didn't, buddy. I didn't escape the rain. I see your message now. It's on and off. It's back on again. So I'm being rained on a little bit, but I think it's not that bad. So as long as I keep a little bit of a flap over my tent so it doesn't get in the tent, I'm just going to deal with it out here. It's not going to be as I'm not going to get as soaked as I did on the Peak District one. So that's not a problem. All right, let me see if I can't. It would be really good if I could somehow do this in a way that allowed me to get me in and the fire in and see all the yeah, that's not too bad. There we go. How's that? Yeah, and I should be able to see the oh. There we go. Come back here. Yeah, that's not bad. There we go. I feel it's weird if you can't see my face and I'm talking to you, but I also think it's weird if you can't see what I'm up to. So I want to have both in if I can, but we'll see how that all goes. Right, there we go. You can get partially me. There you go. So let's have a little look. Let's see. It's watching you guys in the dark, and it's fires before get dark here. Giant sun. Yeah, that is weird. So you're in daylight. That's yeah, that's a weird one. Right, I think that's been probably boiling enough to treat the water. We just see. I lost my higher light. I'll need to put that back on. Yeah, that boils the second I put it on there. So that water is boiled. I need to let that cool down now, and then I can pour it into my bottle and make up a drink. So I'm going to just leave that to the side. Probably put the lid off. Just there we go. Okay, let's reload that up. A couple of little bits. Put the wood under wraps. Get rid of the slug. Right, I'm just going to turn the big light on because I think I'm safe now. Oh, don't tread on my stuff. That button there. There we go. Right. There we go. Oh. There we have it. I'll sit down here. That seems to give you guys a slightly better view. I think I'll leave this light on as well. Just pop it here. There we go. Yeah, that gets a pretty good view. And then I can just open that up a little bit. There we go. Hey, that's much better. Top notch. Okay, so sorry about all the faff, guys. As I say, this is a proper test. I'll see if I can see some more. The chat feature is really annoying, and that just turns off all the time. I have to keep tapping on the live chat thing. Let's see what else happens. First time here. Chris Price. Is that the Chris that's with Hard Up Hiker? That'd be interesting if it is. Oh, there's a button there. There we go. That's helped a certain amount. Oh, that's giving me some grief. Some smaller bits in, help it go along. Trying to set light to myself in my tent. Right, okay. That'll do. Right. So, what else to do really? There's not really a lot else to do right now. I'm just waiting for the water to cool down. I suppose I could cook my food. I guess that's the next thing I could do. Yeah. The only thing is I'm waiting for the water, so that's can't really use that to cook my food if I'm waiting on the water. Oh well, we'll see how that goes. Whoa. There we go. That's got the smoke gone a little bit. I could have done with that being a bit further away. I'm just wondering if I can still move it a bit further away. Might get away with it. Yeah, that's worked somehow. Just a smidgen. There we go. Oh, that's just a bit better. See if we can't make this work with you guys. If I bring you down there like that. There we go. Oh, that's pretty good framing. There we go. You get to see most of what's going on, I think. So, yeah. Wow, 9 of you guys. That is amazing. How have we got 9 of you in there? So, what's that? Ah, you jealous of the fire pit, eh, mate? Dear, that's from a long time ago. I'm so behind on the messages. I'm just gonna quickly fire up here. So, what on earth's been talked? Do you know? I'm gonna just bring you in. I'm just gonna quickly read the message. You're gonna get my face right in here. Let's have a look. Okay. Hey, Camp Like a Bruin. I hope I say that right. Bruin. Bruin? Bruin. Yeah, I think it's Bruin, isn't it? So yeah, rain magnets. Yeah, we are indeed. No, this isn't my March challenge at all. This is just a standard wonky line mission. Check out some of my previous ones if you want. I just thought that I'd stealth camp. I'd live stream the camp. It's not even a stealth camp. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. So, but that said, I thought this was safe. I honestly thought this was a safe spot. And then those guys are just like driving by. I mean, that was incredibly like bad timing. Oh dear, I knew they were going to go as well. I just didn't expect them to be like coming up this way. They must have come up to check on the gates or something. I don't know. But yeah, that happens. Oh, so there's a blue button. There we go. I tapped the blue button to see the things. All right, so yeah, to be honest, it's a pretty good campsite now. Now that they've gone, yeah, you're right. It's pretty nice. No, I didn't get busted, but I nearly did. I was really freaked out because there was 2 cars just basically parked up at the gate that I climbed over to get in here. So literally somewhere over in let's get you further away like this. Yeah, so somewhere sort of over in that direction, I climbed over a gate to get here, essentially, I've come up this way. I'm pretty sure I'm off the footpath. I don't think I'm anywhere near a footpath right now. You'll see this in the mission. No, I don't want to give too much away, but essentially, things got a bit hairy at the end. I didn't know what on earth was going on. I'm going to get a real fat log in there now, just because that's really going. That's going well. Yeah. So there's. Yeah, it's really nice now. I'm getting the heat, but I'm not getting the smoke. The smoke's going just ahead of me. That's just really good. Yeah, let's just change that angle just a bit. This is very awkward. This is not the best. There we go. That's pretty good. Oh, you're doing a high-risk stealth camp. Can you tell us where it is, or is that too much information? Can you give us a hint? I'm watching avidly now for these things. But yeah, anyway, so while I wait for you to respond, if you do, I'll tell you all about this. I basically got to the point where the light was fading. I didn't have because obviously I don't know where I am on a wonky line mission. If you're not familiar, a wonky line mission is where I basically know my start point and my finish point, but I don't know anything about the terrain in between, and I just try to navigate just by my wits. So I don't have any GPS, any sat nav with me. I don't have a map. I don't have a compass. I'm just literally walking in as straight as line as I can possibly manage with the footpaths, getting completely lost. And it got to the point where I really needed to just grab the water, get to somewhere where I could camp. Oh, it's really starting to rain now, guys. Oh my lord, I'm getting absolutely covered. I might have to put the cover back up. That's going to kill the camera angle. We'll try to do it without it. We'll see how we go. I'll get a little damp for you guys. Yeah, it's that's a hassle. Now this is where I'm a bit jealous of Paul's bioethanol stove that he has, because I could obviously do that in my vestibule. I could shut it up and just deal with the rain. But this does a pretty good job of covering me most of the time. It's not going to really work with you guys here, so I'll have to just deal with it. But yeah, it's. But anyway, so I'm on this wonky line mission, and literally I got into a situation where I was starting to struggle to find a place to camp, and every path was pushing me off my line, and I just gave up and went, I'm just going to go somewhere where I'm not supposed to be. And I crossed over this little brook on somebody's little bridge that they'd had for themselves, as far as I could tell. It might be a footpath, but it wasn't signposted. But then that doesn't mean it's not, because in this country they're a pain with that. Now I'll be right. I'm not getting soaked yet. Mind you, I might be. You're right. I don't want to get soaked. Oh, this is a pain. What do I do? I'll use my hair as a gauge. How wet is my hair? Yeah, it's getting pretty wet. Yeah, all my stuff's getting pretty wet. I'm going to try and put the cover over. Just give me a second, guys. Oh, this is frustrating the best. Right. Lid on that so I don't get any gump in it while I just mess around over here. Alright. Can I get a cover back up? That's the question. Is this even going to work? That's a completely wrong place to deal with that. I'll bring you down there. Try to get this covered. No, that didn't work. Damn. Oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I need a bit of cord. Can't work. Let's put that there so I don't step on it. I've got my. Yeah, I do. Get that off. There used to be one on there. Why is there not one on there? Oh dear. Right. Oh, this isn't going to work at all. That might work. There we go. Yeah. Somehow making two branches do the job for me that I need them to do. That's worked out, but it seems to have done this job. Alright. It's not really ideal. I then need something to stick that up with. Yeah. Bear with me, guys. Sorry about this. Stick. Stick. Light. You guys are my light, essentially. Right, I'm just gonna trip over my own guidelines. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, just tighten that back up. Right, big stick. Or biggish stick. Relatively clean. Come on, give me something. There's got to be a stick in here. That's kind of a stick. It's a bit manky, but it might work. Let's see. Yep. That'll do. Okay. Job done, I think, but I've got to come around the other way. I've literally. Oh. Oh, the screen's telling me something. Here's what it's saying, but I'll figure it out in a second. Well, I need to move that fire even further now. Right. This is not ideal. Ooh, didn't touch that. That's not ideal at all. There. That's it. Right, what's it saying? It's saying some nonsense about a... go away. Right. Ooh. It has turned the messages sideways. Why? Go away. What's that about? Orientation is locked. Rotate device back. Yeah. I'm aware of that, but why? Oh, guys. It's all gone Pete Tong. The chat is side. Why is the chat sideways? I don't know. The chat is right across the screen. Go away. Oh my. Oh no. I do not know what to do with that. I'm gonna press the button, guys. I don't know what's gonna happen. Sorry if it goes off. 1 second. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay, right. Well, that's really awkward. Right. Okay, whatever. Right, I'm gonna do what I can here, guys, but this is getting a bit hectic. Let's see what we've got going on. I mean, in some ways, at least I can see. No, I've got to turn my head sideways to read them. What's going on? Why has that happened? Oh, that's so infuriating. Why? I tell you what's happening. My screen's gone nuts. I went to basically put my cover up, which has worked quite well. I'm now covered from the rain, and oh yeah, it came in a bit. All my stuff's a bit down. Whoops. But yeah, yeah, I've now got essentially the screen's the right way around, but I can't see anything because all the chat's in the way. Something happened with the chat. I'm going to take this out of the thing and see what's going on. Why is the chat sideways? Is this whole thing just... I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. No, cancel that. I don't know what to do. This... God. Just... do something. Sorry guys, I'm going to turn you sideways until I can figure something out. Oh wait, if I do that, that'll work. I can still see myself a bit at least. But then I can't read your comments. Right, does anyone know how to change the orientation of the comments? Oh dear. Ah, ah, ah. There we go. It fixed itself. There we go. Yeah, the problem is the orientation was locked, but for some reason, instead of the comments coming upwards like that, it all just started going that way. But it's, yeah, sorry if everything went sideways for a while. Can you hear me still? Hopefully you can. Let's have a little look. Yeah, also, finger over the camera. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm sure that was hilariously funny. But first time live streaming, and it's like, this is chaotic. I've not got a setup, I've got just my phone, so yeah, this is nuts. But it's going quite well. It's good to have all you guys here. I'm just going to check to make sure I haven't missed anything. Yeah, no, you're right, my buddy. I didn't want to get soaked, so I've decided to put the cover up. The only thing is, it is kind of drawing the smoke in a bit now, so I'm getting smoked to death. I'm going to try that. See if I can't make it so the smoke goes. Oh yes, that's worked a treat. There we go. Just small adjustments is all it needs. If I can move the fire away a little bit as well, even more, I'll it'll be a dream. Now, annoyingly, what I've had to do is put some wood underneath it to keep it from falling down a bit, but the problem is that's all going to burn as it goes. Right. Okay, sorry guys, that all got a little bit like hairy there for a bit. I don't really know what I can do about. I don't think I can really be here and there, so I'm going to just do what I can, but just undo that a little bit more. Yeah, that's okay. It's only going to get a little bit of me. A little bit of me's fine. In fact, I'll probably put my legs down this way and I'll be absolutely cracking again. Right, let's try and do this without turning the phone off. Let's get this back up high. Okay, if you could see the setup of what I've done to basically hold this all up, you guys would laugh. I'm not joking. This thing is crazy. There we go. Right. Get the legs out across the way a little way. Get my sit mats in position so I can actually sit down without getting a wet derriere. Right, there we go. And I'm covered. It was a lot of fuss, but it was well worth it. Okay, so you can just about see me, but you can definitely see the fire. Let's just rotate just a little bit. There we go, cracking. And you can see the trees behind me, which is quite, well, they're not really, they're not trees that you can see there, sorry. That's just whatever those little things are that just grow. Is it yarrow? Yeah, I think that's yarrow. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I think that might be common yarrow or something like that. Right, yeah, so I've boiled that water. Time, I think, to pour it into my bottle without spilling any. Let's see if we can do that. That's a tall order, to be honest. Still quite warm, but I wouldn't mind a warm drink, to be fair. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Well, that's very warm. I hope it doesn't melt the bottom. Oh, that's a perfect amount. Oh, something went right. Oh, it's telling me I'm running out of battery. I best put you guys on charge. Woohoo! Well, that said, it's at 10%. No thanks. Do not put me on power save. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Power save and suddenly the internet goes off and you guys can't continue to watch. There we go. Let's just put that in there. Hopefully that'll power it up enough to keep the battery going. I don't know how much power it's really using. Surprisingly, and this was something that probably none of you have thought about, but surprisingly the internet out here in the middle of nowhere is actually really decent. So for a minute there, at about, I don't know, 40 minutes before I camped, I had no internet and I was like, this is not going to happen. But then as I came up the hill and got to this sort of fairly exposed spot, it turned out all right. So yeah, happy days. But yeah, the internet here is fantastic, so you guys get to see everything that I'm doing. So while that water cools down just a little bit more, I'm not going to make a drink out of it yet. I might need it for something else. I'm going to get cracking on my food, I think. Yeah. So there's not a lot to it today. I've made it very easy for myself. There we go. So yeah, I've completely forgot all my cooking tools, but it doesn't really matter. Just got to dump this into my pot and warm it up. It needs to be warmed through. It's already cooked basically. How much of this am I going to spill? So this is essentially like minced lamb, onion, red sweet pepper, some spices, which is, I can't quite remember, it's like, what is it, it's cinnamon, black pepper, sumac, salt obviously, paprika. I mean, that's about it. I think I added one or two other things which you don't necessarily need. I'm just going to put that on the edge and try not to completely burn it on the bottom. So the idea is just to warm that up. Oh yeah, I can hear that essentially cracking on way too hard and fast. Try to find the gentlest bit of the flame. Yeah, so I just want to warm that up. I guess I can use my spoon to stir it a little bit, or the knife. I've got my spoon and my knife at least, a bit of cutlery. Yeah, so I'm just going to warm that up. Oh man, the fire's going lovely. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, yeah, it's just a case of warm that up, warm up the bread, put it on top, and I've got a little bit of a mix of some grated cheese, grated carrot, and a little bit of chopped up lettuce. Stick that on the top. Oh, and that mix has got some eartha pepper in it as well, and that's going to be beautiful. So yeah, as per usual, eating like a king, but this time I didn't have to cook it all from scratch because this bit was pre-made. I mean, that's not a massive difference, but it's difference enough when you've been out hiking for the whole day like I have been. I need a proper meal. No, I'm gonna have to stir that like constantly. Okay. Yeah, I can hear that absolutely going at it. I'll use the knife. I can chop through it a little bit. Ooh, it already smells lovely though. It's already kind of warm up through this. So this was essentially, I brought this out frozen from the freezer, but it's obviously defrosted over the day. Oh yeah, that's solid. Just got to be careful not to push that to the bottom. That will melt. Unlike my spatula, that's not heat proof. Look at that though. Look at that. That's a great little fire pit. I love this thing. And it's much easier to maintain a bit of fire when it's this big. As I said earlier, I don't know if all of you are in here, but I did contemplate bringing my little gas-fire wood stove that I built. But the problem with that is you have to use little twigs and you need a lot of it. And it just keeps eating the fuel just constantly. So I've had to really like just build up a massive pile of fuel. And it's just awkward to continue having to feed it. Whereas this, I can just obviously, as you've seen, leave it for quite a long time. It's producing loads of heat. And the secondary sort of benefit of that is it's warming me and now my tent up quite nicely. So yeah, love a good fire pit. Oh, it's just really good. Just got to stir that again. I've been melting it all into the bottom. And I've got a hot chocolate to make later, so I don't really want to do that to it. Oh, that's right, yeah, I'll use some of that water to make a hot chocolate potentially. Little hot chocolate and penguin bars. I learnt this thing about penguin bars a long time ago. The guy teaching it did it with coffee. And essentially you bite off two opposite corners and you use it like a straw and suck the coffee through, and it basically kind of melts and combines with the inside of the penguin, and you have to eat it all in one go. But it's absolutely lovely apparently with coffee. But I don't like coffee, so I do it with hot chocolate, and it is fantastic. It's like such a naughty little treat, but when I've been walking all day long. For any of you who've just joined, I did mention earlier about the fact that I've been on a 1 kilo mission all day long. So I've been walking, I don't know how many hours it was. I mean, what's that? 10:30 till almost 7 o'clock. So let's call it something. I mean, I've been walking at least 8 hours today, even with even taking out the stopping time. I've been walking, yeah, 8 hours. So the worst part of it is I don't know if I was walking in the right direction for a lot of it. So I think I've been back and forth in, so I've wasted a lot of energy. Right, let's see about some messages. That was good chaos. If you're talking to me, yeah, that was definitely some chaos, and it was pretty funny. Let's have a little look. No more gambols, dude. What's that about? Let's have a little look. My mission, keeping it offshore. Yeah, man. I am out in the middle. I don't even know where I am. I'm not joking, Paul. I have no idea where I am. I am properly lost. The around hence gambols. Oh, what? Hey? What? Something's going on with my camera, is it? Camera keep turning round, hence gambols. I have no idea what you're talking about, Paul. I'm at a loss. I don't know what that means at all. You're going to have to explain that to me. It was until you sorted it. Oh, right. Oh, you mean when I kept turning it around? Yeah, that was me actually turning it around. I was trying to fix the fact that the because obviously the rotation is locked for the video, but for some reason, just after I went off and tried to fix the cover and get myself under the dry again, it flipped the writing, so all the comments were coming this way and I couldn't read anything without tilting my head. It was so annoying. Let's have a little look. I think you responded. Man, I have to keep tapping this thing. Gee. I felt drunk watching. Yeah. What do you mean you felt drunk watching? Hold on. What time is it? It is 20 to 9 and I know for sure you're at the Outside Inn. So I don't know if it's entirely me making you feel drunk. I'm going to call you out on that one. I don't think it's all me, buddy. Oh dear. Oh, this is warming up nicely. Yeah, it's getting there. Oh, the heat's died down a little bit now. It's a little bit more manageable. That's going to warm it up a little bit more gently. I'm at the Top Tavern. Oh, that's cool. Top Tavern. Are you getting the rain then? I take it you're getting hit bad, are you? Wow, we've got 10 people in here. Right, everybody, because I don't know who is and isn't in, so I don't know who is watching, whether it's, I assume there's some subscribers, hopefully Fred and Sparker68 are still in, but yeah, I'd be really curious to see who else is here. Shout out, let me know who's here, say hello if you haven't already said hello, because it's, yeah, this is pretty cool to have 10 people watching me do this stuff. It's, and I will say one thing, at least there's no editing on a live stream. And I don't care what happens, I'm not going through the subtitles. If the subtitles are automatically built by YouTube are useless, I'm just going to leave them. I'm just like, it's not going to happen. The editing and the subtitles, oh my lord. I love a bit of editing, I love making the videos, but the subtitles, oh. Tim was saying he doesn't like doing the thumbnails. I actually really like doing thumbnails as well, but the subtitles. We're 11 strong at the moment. 11? Oh, I only see 10, but okay. But I mean, it might. Oh, 11. 11. It's changed. Yeah. Whoa! You're seeing it before me. Well, hi from the Chicagoland area. Oh, that's cool. Chicago. What's that? MC Happy Camp. Wee. Top one, mate. And who else has said hello? Well, Fred Swanson's done some weird emoji that I can't make head nor tail of from this distance. I'll let you guys all say hello, and I'm going to bring the screen closer so I can actually see. Every time I put my head forward over there, I'm slightly into the smoke, and it's not so pleasant. Yeah, that's how warm is that? Oh, that's getting there. That's nearly there. I want it a little bit warmer than I actually need it, because I'll take that off the heat and warm up the bread. But yeah, I think I need to, the problem is I need to reload that soon. I think it'd be right for now. I want to kind of get it to the point where it's not a lot of flame, so I can toast the bread up a little bit without killing it. Right, excuse me, I'm just going to blow my nose because I'm sniffly like a no man's business. This is something I noticed myself and a few other YouTubers doing. You like sniffle a lot when you're on camera, and it sounds awful. There we go. Yeah, it's so different doing it on my phone. On my 360, I'd be able to get this in shot, and this would be, I'd just be able to adjust it and zoom it in or out and what's ever needed. I don't think I've got any control over zoom here at all. So yeah, just have to take what we get here, I think. Oh. So oh yeah. So I'm just gonna pop the lid on, let that get a little bit more heat through. It's time to do the breads. Oh yes, it's time to do the breads. Right, let's get that off. No. Have I kept that pretty clean? Yeah, I have. That's good. Right, I'm going to do this in 3 pieces, I think. Use my knife to cut that. So it's just a flatbread from Sainsbury's. It's got this. I don't really need. There we go. So yeah, take that off the heat. Put that here on a clean bit of ground. I think I just heard an animal nearby. There were loads of deer out here, like loads of deer. Well, I wish it wasn't smoking at least quite so much. Oh, that's better. There we go. That's pretty nice. Oh. I don't know if I'm talking too much, guys, or if you'd rather me, I don't know if you like to chit chat or rather me shut up, but let's have a little look while that's toasting. How quick is that toasting? Oh, pretty quick actually. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Let's have a little look. Well, no, I've got to look at my I'll get this all sorted and then I'll look. I promise, guys, I will get around to looking at who's commenting. I wasn't sure how to do this, whether being active and actually getting on at the campsite or wait until I've actually done my food and then chat to you guys. I'm not sure really what you guys tune in for. Tell me about that, because I ask everyone to comment in my main videos, and so rarely do I get enough people commenting and telling me anything about what I am and am not doing that people like watching. It's one of those things. Obviously, yeah, I'm going to show you what I've been up to, but I don't know what to focus on. Is it me chit-chatting? Is it the scenery? Is it what I'm doing on the campsite with the fire pit? Or, you know, do you want to see me put my tent up ever? I mean, I think I've shown that in like one video with me just like jump cutting it. But yeah, it's one of those things we all watch for different reasons. That's partly where my name comes from, by the way, Camping Rules OK. Everyone camps by their own rules. Obviously, we all leave no trace, and you know, we're considerate to others, but beyond that, everyone sees camping differently. You got, you know, people keeping it real, as Paul will say, but then you got the people who are, you know, maybe taking a little bit more gear, a little bit more glamping style of it. Then you got the ultralighters. I'm sort of relatively ultralight most of the time, but I'm not a true ultralight sort of camper. I like my creature comforts. I mean, I like to build my equipment as light as possible, because I do not want to be carrying loads of stuff around when I'm hiking. Oh, that is, yeah, that's warm. Oh, that is really warm. I'm going to use that, I think, as my table. Only got a bit of rain on it. I'm going to toast another bit. Oh, let's have a look at this thing, guys. I'll tilt you down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. So, yeah, I'll bring the, where can I put that way you can actually see it? There you go. Yeah, just tilt that down a bit more. There we go. Whee, there we go, good angle. So, a little bit of this on the on the bread. So a little bit. I'm going to be very generous because there's plenty of this. So a true lamajun wouldn't be done like this at all. This is kind of like a really broken down version. But if any of you like your Turkish like I do, a good lamajun, oh, it's one of the best things. I just need to get my pouch full of all my other ingredients and stuff. I think the rain stopped again, you know. Yeah, the rain has actually stopped again. But I'm not going to mess around with the setup. I'm just going to keep it as it is. So the next thing is this little bag of goodies here. Oh, we lost a few people. Never mind. I guess they're people just coming in and look, and not that interesting to them. That's fair play. Right. Whoa, the toast. Ah. I'm sure one of you have said, but I did not see the toast getting burnt. How has that happened? Oh dear. Oh, that bit's dead. That bit's dead. It's more than I needed anyway. I wouldn't normally have a whole one to myself. That's right. Will this knife get away with just a quick lift from that? Yeah, probably. There we go. All right, I should probably do one at a time. That was... Where's that come from? I thought I had loads of time on that. The fire was just settling down. Ooh, that's probably way more of that than I need. There we go. I bet that was funny, guys. There we go. Whatever. So normally you'd have this on the side as well, just a little bit of like maybe carrot, red cabbage, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's dinner for the evening. Ooh, lovely. Oh yeah, the hot and cold. So I've got the cold ingredients on the top, just carrot, cheese, bit of lettuce, and some pepper. But then the heat from all the other stuff, it's all really well cooked. It's nice. Yep. That's good. Well, while I can pay attention, I'm going to quickly just grill this one, and then I'll bring you guys in closer while I eat, and I can read your comments and chit chat. But yeah, it's a nice bit of work, if I say so myself. I've got to say it. Look at that. I can't believe how many times the other lads kept saying that when we were on the Peak District. I kept quite a few of them in the video, but there were a lot more. There was one time where I said, look at that, and everybody just went for like the next, like, I don't know, 10-20 seconds of just going, look at that. It was like a massive chorus of it. It was crazy. Right. That's nearly done. Well, that stuff cooks quick. That's still got a load of heat coming off. That's crazy. That'll do it, I think. Yeah, that's hot enough. Right, I'm just going to put that down for a second while I do a couple of things. First thing is, this has got to come off for a second. I've got to reload the fire. Woof, I'm down to my last two pieces, guys. Whoosh. Probably should have timed that a bit better. I don't know if they're going to really go off that well. I need to go get some more firewood, I think. Oh dear. Oh no, wait. There's one piece there. There's a third piece. 3 of them will do nicely. That's enough for me to do all the water I need, hopefully. Just have to hope that that's got enough heat to get them to go. But I think it has. It's just going to be smoky for a while. Yeah, and it's starting to rain a little bit again as well. Right, so let's move you guys a bit closer. And I'm going to read some comments and chit chat to you. Well, with you, sorry, a little bit. Right, let's just try and move this. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right. Okay. Well, I'm sort of in frame a bit and I can read. So let's have a little look and see what you're chatting. It's 13C here, -2 with wind chill. What? The wind chill's that bad? 13 down to -2 with wind chill. That's crazy. That's a lot of wind. Oh yeah, that wood's gonna go. Do you know, the wood's been really good. That was really seasoned wood. It's been cooked. It's been just burning really well. I was considering. Don't do that. I was considering. What was I cooking? Lahmacun. It's a Turkish dish, but it's a bit of a mouldy version of it. Let's call it. I like to take a meal and then just make it my own. So rather than doing like essentially like a pizza base, I've just used some flatbread from Sainsbury's. The lahmacun is a fairly true mix. Just instead of cooking it on there like a pizza style, I've pre-cooked it and then just slapped it on after warming it up here. So that makes it a little bit easier on the campsite because I don't have an oven to cook that on. So that's not going to cook. And then just some grated cheese, carrot, and lettuce on there. There we go. Hopefully that all makes sense to you. Let's have a look more comments here. I'm cowboy camping was only thing possible here at this spot. What do you mean by cowboy camping? Do you mean like without any kind of tent or anything, just like open sky above you, stars and all that? Was that no because I was burning? Yeah, I gotta show you guys. It's cool enough to hold now. I cremated that. That's cremated. That's gone. There you go. Stuff like that happens on the campsite. Let's face it. That's what. Be myself and have fun. That's all I want to do. That's a great response, Fred. I appreciate that. Not one temperature dropping fast. About 5 Celsius. I'm going to look down. Hopefully you've responded, Camp Lucky Bruin. And I'm here, so I'll come and go on this live after we watch this. It's fun. Yeah, I'd appreciate the rewatch. To be fair, I might rewatch it as well because I've got to see what this looks like afterwards. I'm going to definitely rewatch this. I'll probably watch it with my boys. They're getting such a kick out of this. This has been crazy fucking fun, actually. I've really enjoyed this. Do I hunt deer? No, I don't hunt deer. I don't do any hunting really. I mean, I wouldn't mind hunting some stuff if it's allowed and I had someone to show me the ropes. But paying for lessons and stuff and that, no, that's or any kind of like licenses and stuff to do proper hunting. I don't know if anyone hunts deer in this country, if it's even allowed. I know that some people, well, I've learned this recently, hunt squirrels and stuff, and obviously people do fox hunting and stuff, anything to control certain populations. And I know some people do pheasant hunting, and they obviously that has its pros and cons, I suppose. I'm no expert on anything to do with hunting, but I'll make that real clear. But I'm not really for anyone hunting for sport. That's a weird thing. I don't know why anyone wants to do that. But hunting for necessity, like if it's, you know, you're trying to control a population and it's a necessary thing, I can understand that. For food, obviously, you know, I'm a meat eater. I'm eating some lamb right now. It'd be a bit hypocritical of me, but to say people couldn't hunt for food. But yeah, oh look, the fire's going really good now. Again, look at this. Look at that. Them logs got going straight away. The only thing is, I'm busy chit-chatting away and eating this. I mean, they were fat logs, so they'll probably do all right. They'll last a little while. But I am going to need to heat some more water up and stuff. It's a bit annoying. I'd love to have my Story pen still. Hardcore camping. So cowboy camping is where you sleep under the stars, no tent, hammock or anything else except your sleeping bag. Do you know what? I didn't quite do that a little while ago. This was before I started doing. Well, this was like a bit of a preamp. I went out testing the camera, and figuring out how to film a little bit without actually posting anything, because to be honest, the footage was the footage was awful, and I lost half of it as well. But on that one, I walked quite far, further than I should have done, and I was murdered by the end of it. So I didn't have the energy to put my tent up. I was in like a tiny bit of trees near a car park. Essentially, I was about, I don't know, 80 meters away from this car park. So every time anyone pulled up, it was in the middle of nowhere, but it was a car park nonetheless. So people did turn up from time to time in the evening. And I just literally crawled myself like down into a ditch to get some water and back out again, and basically made my food, had a quick drink, and then just got into my sleeping bag and just went to sleep. And I was just like, I'm not having it. But the problem was I woke up in the middle of the night, and what I thought was maybe foxes or something, but I think from what Paul's told me, they're actually muntjac noises. The muntjac were making all this bucking. There must have been one right next to me because it just barked and woke me up. But then it freaked me out so much I couldn't get back to sleep for ages. I was like, no. But it's one of those things. Just having the walls of the tent somehow make you feel more secure, even though there's no security in a tent. But yeah, I'm going to camp in a concrete structure tomorrow. It has a hole in the roof. Well, try not to be under the hole, I suppose. What have we got? The chat going off is so annoying. Why can't you just leave it on there? Oh, it's 4 p.m. there. Wow. Turkish pizza. Yeah, like Turkish pizza. Yeah. They usually very thin. I like your food, mate. Yeah, to be honest, you might have noticed this with the naan bread that I had at the Peak District camp. If any of you have watched this, I made naan bread, but my naan bread is so like fluffy because I like to add a little bit extra yeast and just basically make it really like bready, because it's just nicer, and it's a bit easier to cook on a fire pit and stuff like that. But obviously this was just a real cheat, to be honest. Right, I'm going to eat this quickly because yeah, it's but while I stuff my face, you don't want to watch this, so I'm going to turn you around and let you see how the fire's going, because it's going like the clappers, to be honest. Let's see if I can't give you a view of that without this thing falling over. There we go. Well, it's going to fall over, but whatever. There you go. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, that rain will not make its mind up. I mean, it's raining, it's not. Right. Oh, no. Buttons. Appreciate that, Bruin. If you're talking to me, unless you're talking to somebody else in the the chat, in which case I'm sure they appreciate it. But yeah, let's have a little look. Regular deal also barked very loud. Got me scared the first time I heard it. Right. Yeah, do you know, I honestly thought it was a fox though. I was like, that's a bark, so it must be some sort of like dog or something, but it doesn't sound like a dog. So I just assumed it was a fox. But I think other people have assumed that as well, so I don't think that's the daftest thing of me to have thought. But yeah, you learn stuff. This is the beauty of like chatting with other people and getting to know other campers and people with a little bit more knowledge than me. Yeah, I'm not an expert at anything. I'm a jack of all trades, I'm an expert of none. Let's say that much. And always my knowledge is always a bit limited. I have like general knowledge quite well of a few different bits and pieces, but even with camping, I mean, realistically, I do camping so different to a lot of people. I'm just making it up as I go along. I didn't even have proper camping gear most of the time. Some of my gear is proper, but not a lot of it. My tent is like a really cheap knockoffy type thing from China. Although I don't think it is a full knockoff. It says 3F on it and stuff, and they're the one who do like the Lanshan and stuff like that that Tim has, although, well, I think he has something like that. But yeah, it's yeah, there's definitely people coming and going in this thing, which makes sense, I suppose. There's only so long anyone can watch me doing this sort of nonsense, I suppose. Right, let's see about any more messages. Wow, I've just looked at how long I've been going for. I've been going about an hour and a half. Yeah. Yeah, no, nothing new yet. That's good. There you go. Bit of peace and quiet while I eat my food. Mm. If you're still in the chat, Paul, let me know how your camp's going. Oh, you just came back. There you go. All right. Let me know how your camp's going, man. Because is it you're with? Did you say his name is Chris? I could be wrong with that. My memory's terrible with this stuff. But yeah, let me know how that's going, man. I want to hear from you. You can always use the hashtag stealth camping alliance. If you do stealth or wild camps, we have a community from all over the world. Yeah, if you're saying that to me about the stealth camping alliance, yeah, I'm actually hoping to do a challenge video this month, but I'm kind of going to hopefully do it next weekend. I've got a new sort of series that I want to try to start up. But while I film that, I want to do like one of my stealth camps. I want to do a stealth camp in a particular place and show it off. And yeah, just try to sort of do a good job of it and do a bit of extra editing and a few extra shots that I wouldn't maybe normally do, and sort of just make an extra special thing of it. I don't know if that'll get me any awards, but I'll give it a shot and do my best, basically. But yeah, it's an interesting thing to try to do a challenge video. So I'm definitely going to be doing that, and potentially I might even, if this when this is finished and I hopefully can set it to public, I might even use that hashtag on here, because this has been I mean, I don't know. This is something that I always find interesting, because obviously stealth is when you're trying not to get spotted and you're trying to do things to hide from everyone. And I definitely don't want to get spotted here, but at the same time, there's not a lot I can do. So I would call this still quite stealthy. I don't know if it would definitely fall within the realms of stealth camp. Tell me what you think, Bruin. Tell me whether you think that this rates as a stealth camp or wild camp, or a bit of both. Oh, you responded to me, didn't you, Paul? Having a good crack. Nice one, man. Yeah, Chris, you with Chris there. I was right. I mean, all for that. I don't like getting people's names wrong. All right. Man, I need to eat my food. I don't know how much longer I can stream for. This is, I mean, my battery's lasting, so I don't think that's a problem. But I don't know how long you guys really want to watch me fiddling around with this either. We'll see how it goes. Right, I need to move my foot. This may fall over. Oh. Right. Yeah, that's moved everything, isn't it? Silly me. Right, there we go. Just tilt that down. You see the carpet. There we go. Man, this is quite awkward to eat though. I've overloaded this properly. I'm trying not to get covered in lamagin, but it's very, very hard. Wow, it's surprising. I get like, you know, up to like 11 people sometimes watching. That's crazy. I'm a bit humbled by that. Oh, this thing's moving again. It's on the move. Go away. What are we saying here? You'd be stealth camping. I have no place to make a fire. That would give away my position. Yeah, you've got to be careful with the fire. It's such an easy way to give away, but there's just nobody about here. So yeah, what can I say? It's often the same. Stealth camp is mostly on places that aren't meant to be camped on. I can't say anything about not being busted. Yeah, but this is the thing. I mean, anywhere in the UK other than like a proper site you've paid for, like, you know, like anglers on a river where we've got permits to do overnight fish. You've got obviously campsites, and then you've got areas of Dartmoor. Everything else you're not supposed to be camping on. So technically, everything is like camping somewhere you're not supposed to be and therefore don't want to be seen. But most people, I think, if you're up in the top of the Peak District, would call it a wild camp. Yeah, it's always a bit fuzzy for me. This is a real interesting sort of point that I would like to kind of like maybe explore what people think, different sort of perspectives on what is and isn't a stealth camp. Because I've called a couple of my videos stealth camping, and it's like, yeah, that's borderline. I mean, I never want to get seen, I never want to get caught and moved on, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a tricky one, that. It's I'm like, maybe I should have called them a wild camp. Maybe they're stealth. I'm not really sure. Oh, I'm getting a bit full. I bought way too much food. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I always bring too much food. Here in Belgium, it's the same, but like, oh, I've missed that. That was a long message and it just faded off again. Oh, another one. So, if you don't have to be... So you don't have to be so, yeah, this is the thing, we don't have the right to roam like Scotland and a lot of other European countries have. It's such a pain here. Like, who am I really harming being out in the middle of nowhere like this? But yet, because someone owns the land and I'm supposed to get permission, this is a bit of a no-no. So yeah. Well, I think I've had enough of that. I made way too much. I don't know about you guys, but I'm never that hungry when when I've been hiking and that. I mean, I try to eat plenty because you've kind of got to, but yeah, that's enough of that. Right. Oh, my legs are seizing up. Can't put that there, it's too near the fire. Right, I'm going to have one last little look in the messages and chit chat with you guys, but I think I'm going to have to call this time on the stealth camp. I think this has been a lot longer than I expected, primarily because so many of you turned up and it's been so it's been so much fun. But yeah, I've got to call it at some point, and I think we're getting towards that time. Throw that in there. Right, I'm going to try and turn this around so you guys can see me. Probably had enough watching the fire. So yeah. Oh, there goes the back and the legs. Oh. Right. Ooh. Just gonna get onto my mat and have a bit more of a comfortable sit and stretch out my legs a bit. There we go. Right. Can I fix this at all? Oh, this thing's a pain in the bum. Right. Right. Nearly lost you. Oh, I lost you. The whole thing fell over. Sorry guys, I hope I'm not making any of you sick. The drawbacks of doing this in a setting like this. Oh, the batteries are being a pain. Stop doing that. Right. Aha, there we go. It only took a monumental amount of effort. This thing's going to fall over any second, I'm sure, but there we go. Yeah, the light's not too bad actually. That's pretty good. I'll put that one there as well. I don't know why I've left it in the tent, but there you go. So yeah, this is me in the tent, guys. It's actually stopped raining again, but yeah. So I'm gonna just check the messages again one last time. All right. Does it end tomorrow? Yeah. So it's a 2-day. So I'm hoping to reach the destination tomorrow. Obviously, at this point, I have no idea if I'll be successful or not. It was 30 miles in 2 days I was trying to do. That's as the crow flies. So if I was able to walk it in a straight line, I'm pretty sure that's doable, like 15 miles a day. That's not a massive amount. I mean, that's like 5 hours of walking if you're walking at about 3 miles an hour. But the issue is, I end up walking a lot further because I end up zigzagging, trying to find the right footpath and that. And even if I was just new to route, it's still going to be more than the crow flies. So I think, you know, that 30 miles turns into 40 miles very easily. Um, and if things go bad, I could be looking at 50, 60 miles, which obviously is really pushing limits. I don't know if I can actually walk that far in a day. I mean, 30 miles a day, I mean, that's fully up 10 hours a day. Yeah, there's definitely an animal around over there. I just heard loads of stuff going on. Great night, be safe, and see you Wednesday. Great job on First Live. Cheers, Fred. Appreciate you coming along, man. I can't believe you stuck around with me that long, to be honest. But I really appreciate you, man. You're one of my faves. You and a few others. You're really good at watching my videos early and getting the comments in, and I love that. Actually, I really appreciate that. But yeah, been great to see you, man. And yeah, see you on Wednesday. Yeah, hopefully, like I say, full live stealth that time, and I'll have it all geared up a bit better so that it's not all wobbly, and I'll know what I'm doing. I might switch the orientation. Everyone, like, you know, get into the post that I put up either yesterday or this morning. I did a post very recently to ask whether anyone thought vertical or horizontal. And one person said horizontal, so I thought, yeah, I'll give that a shot. But I think actually vertical might have been better. So I'm thinking next one I might do vertical. You off as well, mate. Yeah, you take care, Paul. I'll see you soon. What's this? Yes, the postman walks a lot. What's the postman walks a lot? What's that? Now you got me interested. Drink plenty of water and don't forget the Tums. I won't need Tums, but yes, I'll be drinking plenty. Don't you worry. I've got a hot chockey on the agenda. Once I leave you guys, it'll be a hot chockey with some penguins, and then I'll make sure I get some more drink into me as well. Because yeah, fluids, man. After a big day like that, fluids is definitely key. Is that what we're talking about the walking a lot? Oh yeah, postman walks like, yeah. I suppose a postman would have like no problem with this. To occupied with, it's your camp, so you call it what you want. Oh yeah, fair. But I'm just going back to the stealth bit now. Right? Yeah. To be fair, I think you're right, Bruin. It's is it Bruin or Buin or man, that's a weird word, and I'm not good with weird words. I mean, language is not my forte. I don't do well with the most basic English words most of the time. I've got a pretty decent vocabulary, but only by pure chance. But I don't do well with words that I don't know, and even some of the words I think I know, I'm not good at. But is it Bruin? I think is how you pronounce it. Hopefully. But yeah, so like Emily. Yeah, cheers everyone. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this up. This is definitely time to wrap it up. I'm going to say my goodbyes. Thanks everyone for coming along and listening to me waffle. I hope it's not been too much of a waffle fest really, but it's a Dutch word, but most pronounce it like boon. Oh, boon. Oh, boon. Okay, well that's way easier. I'll just say boon. Okay. Cheers, man. That's helped a lot. Thank you. I'm still doing my everyday walk. Oh, sweet, nice one. Yeah, I'm trying to walk every day. I haven't managed to get out every day, but like yesterday I got out for not a long walk with the lads, but then I did a bit of football with Ethan, and yeah, football, that gets the legs working. Camped like a boon. Boon sounds like a little baby who can't quite pronounce balloon. Like, so you're basically in the hedge, stuck there, just not being able to fly away. Man, I just the comments are crazy. You guys, I love the sense of humours. Right, anyway, yeah, so we're coming up to 1 hour 50 minutes. So I'm going to try and stop this then on 1 hour 50. Okay, so I don't know how to stop. I think there's a button here, and then I'm going to quickly try, because I think because I'm under 1,000 subscribers, this basically gets sent to, like, switch to private as soon as I end this, and I'm going to try and get it to be public straight away. Anyone who wants to rewatch this or missed all the excitement at the beginning, do rewatch it. That was some crazy stuff. I can't believe that happened on a live stream. And I'll be honest, I haven't filmed much of that for anything else, so I might have to take some of the footage from this to put into the main Wonky Line video. But yeah, it's definitely. Oh my god, that's good. yeah, thanks again, guys. I really appreciate having you all along. And yeah, I hope to see you all for Wednesday. And then, yeah, the 1 km mission from this will be out a week after that. But yeah, take care, guys. Love you all.